break, make no mistake. It's a shake and bake.
What's up, Ramley? You are now in the kitchen with Chef Nixon for all your fixings for the latest and greatest in VCU men's basketball. So, VCU had a game yesterday, hosting Jacksonville University. How'd it go? Let's get into it. All right, so Jacksonville comes into the Siegel Center with a record of 4-2. Their only two losses came to Duke at Duke and UAB at UAB. And then all the rest of their wins are from like D2 schools. So you kind of, well, outside of one, they did beat Campbell, and we'll get into that. But you kind of really don't know too much about Campbell this year. You're not really taking those D2 schools as considerable competition. However, when you look at some of the things they did, as far as being right there with UAB until the middle of the second half, out rebounding Campbell by 26 rebounds and completely dominating the boards. So there's a lot of evidence that this team is better than you may perceive. I did my research because I had to call the game, and I got to see some of their games and look at highlights, and I really got to see that this team is a serious threat. I made a post on my Instagram yesterday in regards to this, basically telling the fans, yo, we need to come out and support, because Jacksonville is no slouch whatsoever. They're picked number 1 in their conference, and we played Kennesaw State, and Kennesaw State gave us every bit of what we can handle. We probably should have lost that game. However, we were able to hang in there and pull the game out late. I think our first lead came with like 2 minutes left. So, I already knew what kind of game this was going to be. We have similar goals. Both of us want to be tough. Both of us want to rely on our defense. However, Jacksonville is a more slow, methodical offense. We kind of want to get out in transition. So it's going to be a battle of wills, and to see who really wants it more. And Jacksonville's led by 2 good players. You got Kevion Nolan averaging like 13 points a game, 4 assists, 4 rebounds. And Mike Marsh, who's a dominant big man, used to be like 300 pounds, actually like 330 coming out of high school. Went to JUCO, slimmed all the way down to like 240. Talking to the coaching staff of Jacksonville, Mike Marsh is very skilled, can move his feet. Almost reminds you of like a Joel Embiid, but just doesn't have the guard skills that Joel Embiid possesses. And he's averaging 12 and 5 on the season. JU wants to be known for their toughness and their defense, and so does VCU. So VCU comes into this game with 1 goal on their mind, and that's just to get back into the win column. They suffered a tough loss to Temple, and to be honest with you, I thought a lot of people left that game with some salt, but I kind of thought that we played decent. Temple hit a lot of tough shots, and granted, you're gonna face teams that hit tough shots. You're gonna have to be able to find a way, and that comes with experience. That comes with chemistry, and that comes with time. So they trying to get back in the win column. It was today would be a very winnable game. Now facing JU, and we're down to Loach, our leading rebounder, and JU wants to. My baby's here. JU wants to dominate the boards. We're down our leading rebounder. How are we going to fare in that regard? We have to see. So let's get into the game. This game was like VCU and JU were meant to play like this. You know what I mean? The first half was back and forth. Good action too. It wasn't like it was a sloppy type of game. This was both teams playing extremely hard, executing great offense. The point guards were really just being masterminds in their ability to probe the defense and find the open man and knock down their open shots. And to be honest with you, I don't think JU had a lot of open shots in the first half. I think there were a couple that they got away from. They were able to get away from VCU's defense, but in actuality, I thought VCU did a really good job of defending them, and they hit tough shots, and they did that throughout the night, and we'll get into that later too. But so the first half was great basketball, both sides. That's why at the end of the half it was 32-32. And then the second half came. And, I was getting texts on my phone. I was talking to my man Forrest. Shout out to Forrest. And he was like, I think VCU can pull away with the lead in the second half. And I was like, well, we'll see. They're going to need to keep that same intensity. You know what I mean? VCU has known they have points in the game where they take their foot off the gas, and that alone can be trouble. You know what I mean? Because they played. I think the first half was probably the best I've seen VCU play for 20 minutes, and we had to do the same thing in the second half. And up to this game, I hadn't seen it. We'll play a good 30 minutes a game. We'll play a good 28 minutes a game. We'll play a good 5 minutes a game. You know what I mean? So to come out and do it in the second half would be something that was new for us this year. And sure enough, we had a lull. We had a lull, and it was. But this lull was different. I will give VCU credit. This lull was a little bit different, because it wasn't like we just couldn't hit shots, or we weren't running good offense. It wasn't we just weren't running good offense. It wasn't like we were just playing bad defense. It was JU would make a tough shot, or they would get fouled and go to the free throw line, knock their free throws down. We would come down, run good offense, and when we were getting fouled, and we just couldn't knock them down. And sometimes it's not about, because you'll look at the percentage and you'll be like, it wasn't that bad from the free throw line. But when we missed those shots, we missed, I think we missed, like, at one point in time we were shooting like I want to say 50% from the free throw line, and we left like 10 points on the boards, which actually didn't allow us to get into our press. So it really hurt us. And then every time we missed free throws and left and gave that opportunity, Jacksonville made us pay for it, coming down scoring. And then we try to force the issue, turnover. They come down, score. And then the lead, which was tied at half, and it was basically a close back and forth game up until the point where Mike Marsh got the tech, right? And we'll speak about what led to that a little bit later. But when Mike Marsh got the tech, VCU was down 4. He goes to the back, and by the time he comes back and sits on the bench, I believe JU had like a 10-point lead. And then from there, it was pushed out to like 15 points, and everybody's getting real quiet. Everybody's trying to figure out what's going on. And it really was, we just weren't executing the way we should. I thought we ran offense really good. We had a gang of open shots. Players would either second guess themselves because they missed a shot, or they would have a good shot and pass it up and try to do something else and end up being a turnover or a bad shot. And then you had ill-advised shots. And then on top of that, you're missing free throws. It's hard to win like that. It really is. It's hard to win like that. So the second half was a mixture of drop focus, a lack of focus, a drop in energy, a lack in offensive confidence, the ability to hit your open shots when you get them, missing free throws, passing up good shots, taking bad ones, and that was all for like a 10-minute stretch. And in that 10-minute stretch, Jacksonville did what any good team would do, and that's extend that lead. Extend that lead. It then gets to a point, I think we're like 6 minutes left, it hits VCU. Damn, we got to play hard. Damn, we have to play hard. Let that sink in. This team is extremely talented. This team does have the capability of winning the A-10. I know St. Louis has something to say about that. No matter how Dayton's looking right now, they're going to shape up. But if you're playing college basketball and it takes you 28 minutes in a game to realize that you have to bust your ass and play extremely hard, and don't get me wrong, it's not the whole team. It's not the whole team. You have some guys out there playing to I'm giving you all I got. This is all I have. Every drop of energy I have, I'm giving to you. I'm leaving it on the floor. And then you got some guys. It's not my job to call anybody out. It's not. It's really not. That's the coach's job. Then you have some guys who are concerned about me, right? How's this game going for me? Damn, I just missed a shot. I need to get another shot. I. Regardless if you have guys giving it your all, it ain't gonna work if everybody ain't completely bought in. And but I will give VCU credit. We fought. Something clicked, and we fought. And we fought hard. To be able to bring that thing from 15 points, from like I probably want to say like 16 like from like 6 minutes left, from 15 all the way down to 4. That takes a lot. That takes a lot. That takes a lot of hustle, a lot of grit, a lot of toughness to do that. But JU, they're real. They're real. And when you're playing a team that's real, and when you're playing a team that everybody has their role and they bought into their role, they'll be tough to beat. They hit it wasn't just VCU fumbling the ball or dropping the ball and that's the reason they lost. No, we gotta give JU some credit now. We gotta give them some credit. They went and took that. They said, "Oh, y'all want to play? Y'all want to play around? Oh, give me that." That's what they did. JU hit some big ass shots. 3, and now I'll let you know. Look, I got them written down. They hit some big ass shots in big moments, late in the shot clock. VCU played great defense. And Mike Rose spoke about this in the post game press conference, you already gave them the confidence. And for anybody who ever played any sport, if you ever were on a dominant team and you played a team that you took lightly, you will be in the fight for your life if you give that team, who you have way more talent than, if you give them the confidence that they should be on the floor with you. Oh, you win for some shit now. You win for it. You are in for it. But Jay, you hit some big shots now. Look, after the tech, the momentum is going in VCU's favor. What are we allowed to happen? Cooks. Screen to the corner. By this time, he already gave him 2 open threes early in the game. He's feeling it. He knocked him down. And that's one thing he could. I don't think he could really do anything else. But that's what he can do. He can shoot. He curled to that corner. And Shriver was there. He was there. Falling out of bounds. Swag him. Big shot. Fast forward. Later in the second half. Shot clock running down. And this is in the midst of the comeback. Shots running down. Pow. Bing, bing, bing. I think somebody even tips the ball. Knocks it down the mid-range from the free throw line. As the shot clock is winding down. There's only like one or 2 seconds left. Swag up. And this one right here is the biggest shot of the game. This is the play of the game. This is the play of the game. Shot clock winding down. Ace Baldwin is guarding Kevion Nolan. He's up in him. No space. Right? What happens? Ace made a mistake. Kevion has the ball up here. He swings down. Naturally, Ace gives him space. But you don't want to do that in this time in the game. There's only 1 second left. 2 seconds left on the shot clock. Press up. Make him turn his back and try to force something up. However, he gave him that little bit of space that he needed. Pulls up, hits it right in Ace's mouth. Swag up. And that basically sealed the deal. That shot right there basically sealed the deal. VCU fought so hard to come back and get into this game. And then that shot right there sealed the deal. That's a big ass shot, man. JU hit some big shots. They did not luck their way into this win. They went and took this win. VCU didn't do everything they needed to do. That lull cost them the game. That lack of energy, lack of focus, lack of discipline cost them the game. And JU did everything in their power to make sure that they held that lead and that they walked out of that gym with the victory. Final score, 73-62, Jacksonville. Look at the stats. Kevion Nolan, 20 points, 8 assists, 7 rebounds. Completely dominated the game. Mike Marsh, 17 points, 9 rebounds. His presence was felt throughout the game. Cooks, he had 11 points. And I felt like every single one of those points were huge. Every time he hit a 3, I felt like it was like a really good body shot. Like a punch from Earl Spence, right to the body. That's how I felt it was. VCU, Brandon Johns, 20 points, 5 rebounds. Jaden Nunn, 14 points, 6 rebounds. And this is the first time I feel like Ace really, truly got outplayed. It was close first half, like it was a pick-me. But second half, Kevion Nolan kept going. Ace didn't. And Brandon Johns hit 8 free throws in a row. And Hear me out. Without those free throws, we might mess around and lose by 15, 20 points if we don't hit those free throws. Brandon Johns hit 8 free throws in a row, and Big Banks hit 2 that were very important. So my takeaway, I want to see the offense. Let's look at the first few plays of the game. We throw the ball into Toby, we throw the ball into B. Johns, and then we get perimeter orientated. I want to see the offense ran through Brandon Johns. He's capable of kicking it out. He's skilled enough that he's going to get a good shot or a good look at the basket regardless. And what that's going to do is going to simplify it for all the other guards. Ace is going to be able to do his thing. Jay Nunn's going to be able to do his thing at times. But for everybody else, it's going to simplify it. I'm either going to catch and shoot, catch and drive and find for somebody else. That's it. That's it. It's going to completely simplify it. Let's just run the offense through Big Johns. He needs to touch the ball every possession on the post. Now, granted, there'll be times where he can set a screen for a pop back, shoot a 3, because he's that versatile. But I want to see the offense ran through him. I've had enough of the perimeter ball because it's showing that it's too inconsistent. It's too inconsistent. We have too many lows when we try to do perimeter ball. I also would like to see us have more movement when we throw the ball into the post. It can't just be everybody just looking at B. Johns. Make the defense be concerned with other people when the ball's not in their hands. If you look at Jacksonville, Kevion Nolan found Mike Marsh wide open under the basket because they had movement on the opposite side. I'm not sure if the coaches are saying that, but I'm pretty sure they are. That means we just need to execute it. But throw the ball in, cut through, rotate from there. Let B. Johns work. So that means if they come with an early double, he's going to be able to find somebody wide open. He's going to set the defense into a scramble, and we got to continue to play for each other, and we'll find a wide open shot. That's how it works. That's how it works. And it's going to be, and then from there, then it's just about your repetition and the work you put in outside of practice to be able to step into your shots and knock it down. But it's going to simplify it for everybody. Also, VCU told on themselves. That's right. They told on themselves. Just like you ever been, for all the parents out there, you ever ask your kid what happened? Anybody, I don't know. I didn't do that. Da-da-da-da-da. And all you got to do is keep asking a few questions, and next thing you know, they end up telling on themselves. VCU did that last night. How, yeah? How'd they do that? When they got down 16, and they were thirsty, parched to get back in this game. They were starving. They felt like they haven't scored. They haven't ate in months. Then they played hard. They played extremely hard. They played suffocating defense. It's like, I need this to live. I need this to breathe. That's when you got to see who VCU can be. Andre 3000 and Nora Jones off the Love Below classic album, by the way. They have a song on there. It's called Take Off Your Cool. I'm not going to sing it to you, but you can definitely look it up. I know you got Apple Music or something. Take off your cool. And that's what VCU need to do. That's what they need to do. I've seen plenty of examples of people just being too cool on the court. Cool ain't going to win you a damn thing. Cool is going to have you sitting home, watch other teams play. Think being cool, some dudes think being cool gets you the girls. No, winning does that. Some people think being cool gets you to the league. No, winning does that. Some people think being cool, no, the answer is winning. How do you win? You play for each other. You're disciplined. You play hard. Play to you can't give anymore. Coach got a sub for you. He got a sub for you. Play to exhaustion. He got a sub for you. Give it your all from the jump. Take off that damn cool. Cool is going to have you sitting at home. We got players who I don't think have completely bought in. I'm not calling nobody out. This is for you to check yourself. Now, I'm off that. There was some good things that happened in this game before moving forward, right? Toby Luau gave us great energy, great minutes, 10 points, 5 rebounds, 2 blocks. And he played extremely hard every second he was there. I seen Toby running one time, and he wanted to get there, but he just didn't have it. You saw the determination on his face, he just didn't have it. He plays extremely hard, and that's why I've been saying I wanted him to get more playing time. Now, granted, I would have loved to have JJ in last night's game, but I am glad we got to see what Toby can do. Get my man more minutes. Now, moving forward, VCU, Ramley, this is for you. Chill. We're 5-4. Yeah, we had some games we should have won, but chill. We have five games at home. We have the opportunity to go into conference play 10-4. 10-4. Who are the teams we lose to? Arizona State. Their resume is pretty good. Memphis. They're gonna upset some good teams. Temple. Now that's the one I'm kind of like, I don't know. But they have the ability. They beat Villanova already. Jacksonville's probably gonna win their conference. We didn't lose to bums. Granted, I think we could have won all 4 of these games. We didn't lose to bums. Y'all gotta relax. Y'all about to jump out a window. We didn't get beat by a dub. By 28 points. We've been in the game. Only game we really got stomped was Memphis. No Ace Baldwin. And y'all tripping. I'm on Twitter. Y'all are bugging. Give it some time, yo. This ain't time. This ain't time to panic. We have the opportunity to go into conference 10-4. Is 10-4 a bad record? I'll ask you. Is 10-4 a bad record? It's not time to panic yet. Now we dropped 3 in a row of some craziness. Then yeah, I'll be on that. I'll be on that shit too. But it's way too early. Y'all gotta relax. You gotta relax. We got Howard Sunday. We gotta take each game at a time. Now, one thing I do see is this rotation getting like this. It's right here. It's gonna get like this. Here, it's gonna get like this. Because if you ain't bought in and you can't play your role, you can't do what you need to do. You can't play hard. You can't give it your all. You leaving your teammates out to hang. Oh, okay. Come sit by me. I'll be in the stands. You might as well, take a jersey. Y'all come sit by me. Or, you can buy in. You can play for each other. You can play to exhaustion. You cannot worry about yourself. You can worry about the team. You can worry about winning. You can do that. It ain't time to panic yet. But it is time to make some changes. I'm excited. Because this is where we get to see who we really are. Till next time, Ramley. Peace.